Oh, I am live. Duh. How's it going, everyone? I know I'm supposed to figure out whether. Just trying to check out some equipment here. So last night, I watched a video on how to use my Stream Deck with Ecamm Live. And whenever I do this, someone does something, I'm like, ooh, how did they do that? How did that work? So then I was watching this, and he had a camera angle from behind him, like over here. Hey, Louise, how you doing, buddy? So the guy had a camera angle behind here, and his setup, I was like, oh, Johnny Wanty. Somebody's messaging me on Discord. Whose message? Oh, my streaming notifications went out. There we go. All right. Hey there, Mike the Rawless Dog. Oops, yes, I did. I said 3:45. What time is it? Oh, it's 2:45. Jeez. All right, so let me finish my story. So anyhow, I'm watching this guy last night, and he has this thing where he's got a Roadcaster Pro, and he has like three. Oh, you like my Jamingo license plate? Hold on, let me get out of the way. My daughter got that for me for Father's Day. It didn't come in until just yesterday. She bought it on Etsy, and it looks good back there. The old Jamingo license plate. I like it. Also, I got a new Boomer Bunker sign. This one's, I'm going to 86 this one. I got a new one that's coming in. It's going to be smaller, so it'll be over my shoulder, so you can actually see it. And, of course, the donut's still up there, and the American flag. All right, let me get back to my story. So I'm watching this guy, and he's got three Stream Decks, like 330. No, he's got 235 Stream Decks and some other thing that's in the middle that I'm not even going to try to play with. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God, I love that. I said, you know, I think I can do that with my studio. I'm thinking to myself. And yeah, get back to the story. And I'm sitting there and I'm trying to go to sleep because it's like 11:30 at night. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm trying to quiet my mind and it's not working. Finally, around midnight, I said, that's it, threw the covers off. I came down here and I just tore everything apart. I unwired everything. I took my monitors and moved them up and moved them back. I took my Mac Mini, which is on another table. I moved it over where the desk that I'm on. I took the Roadcaster Pro from where it was. I put it on a stand, which is right in front of me right here. So I can hit my stuff like my sound effects. I can always go into the
deep voice.
Or the high voice.
Or the robot voice. These robot voices.
So I could do it from before. I'd have to look over. And what the guy said was, he says, I don't have a producer. He says, I have to do everything on the fly. He says, so I got to have everything where I can see it. And I like that muscle memory of where everything is. My only problem is this microphone. It's in the way of the Roadcaster Pro. But like I can pull up different scenes and different things right from here. So then the other thing it did was he's sitting there and I look and he goes to another screen on his Stream Deck and it has all the icons for all the programs. Like if I wanted to open up Adobe Audition or Chrome or Brave browser, all that stuff. He had it right on. I was like, whoa, what? How do I do that? So then I came down this morning and reconfigured everything, reconfigured the wire. It looks so much nicer here. There's not wires all over the place. I got to do a little bit more cleaning, but I wanted to test this because tomorrow's Wednesday, Thursday we do the bunker, and if nothing works, then I'm screwed. So since I'm here, and I figured that I would come out and try like the sound effects on the what's this thing called? Ecamm Live. No, that's not it. Where is my thing that shows me? That's not it. There it is. All right. The other thing I liked is if I use the sound effects in here, like I figured out how to load sound effects in Ecamm Live, and then I can move them and trigger them with my my Stream Deck. I have a small Stream Deck, and I also have the Stream Deck app for my iPad, which gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 times 5, 40 per panel, and you can have up to 10 panels. I'm going to do some math here. I think that's 400 sound effects or whatever you need. That being said, that's not even it. Then you can put a folder in there with all the scenes, and I can just hit the folder, and boom, the scenes pop up. And then when I get done, I can just take the folder out of there. So I don't have to do it every... It's amazing what you can do with this thing if you just sit back and learn. So I have all the sound effects that Ecamm gives you, like the applause. Not really crazy about this. That sounds like the applause of the Joe Biden... Oops, I'm sorry. Kamala Harris... whatever they call that. You know, where they all show up to support her. It's loud. It's really loud. Let me double check that. Okay, see, this is why we're doing this. All right, so I can move. So now I can adjust the volume from here. So then I can do this again. All right, let me try that. I think this is probably... See, it's not that loud in my headphones, so that's why I don't... That's not good. And then we have the Edward, I call it the Edward air horn, when he uses all the time. So I can adjust that. And I have all my little ones.
Say that one more time.
And I have the...
You and your fat, lazy tongue.
So I have all these buttons. And then I can move from scene to scene. And I was talking to Duchess about this because she's like... I think we use too many scenes, and that's a possibility. But I feel that the reason I bring them up is so I can show the audience. I don't mind doing the work as long as it's worth it, as long as it is worth doing the work. So we'll see what happens. The Sunday Boomer Bunker was a lot easier. It was a lot less stressful for me. And that's what I'm trying to do. Look at me. Here I am. I've been doing this for 12 years. I'm still learning how to do this, which is fine. But I just wanted to come in and check this out. So I also have that. I can go to the Brave browser scene. I don't see, which is this one here. And that has Twitter pulled up. Man, I'll tell you what, Twitter was on fire today. They've got who's this? Here's Minnesota First Lady says she left the windows open during the 2020 BLM riots to smell the burning tires and soak in. What? Hold on. We're going to see if this works. Whoops, I'm on the wrong thing here. Hold on. Let me stop this. See if this goes back. All right, so apparently the guy from Minnesota, the new guy, whatever his name is, I can't think of his name now. It doesn't matter. So I'm sure I'll know it by the next 4 or 5 days. Tim something. Tim the Toolman Taylor. Tim the Minnesota governor. That's who it is. So when the 2020 BLM riot started, the mayor of Minneapolis, where they were burning the fucking city down, said, "Hey, can we get the National Guards?" And this Weiss, is it? Okay. So can we get the National Guards? And this asshole waited. He wanted to see this. He wanted the destruction because he's a leftist. He's a full-on socialist leftist, which is fine. You can do that in this country. I just don't want you. I don't want you to be the vice president. I don't want you that close to being the president. I don't need you to be a sniper's bullet away from being the president. So apparently, this is the first lady of Minnesota. Also, when his daughter, she was caught leaking National Guard plans to rioters so they could avoid arrest. Right? So whose side is this family on? The rioters or the side of law and order and protecting the people of Minnesota. He wanted to make it okay to riot for something and call it a peaceful protest. Mostly peaceful. Fiery, but mostly peaceful. Let's hear what the lady has to say. Oops, hang on before I do that. Yeah, okay, volume's up. Here we go.
I would say those first days, when there were riots, I could smell the burning tires. And that was a very real thing. And I kept the windows open for as long as I could because I felt like that was such a touchstone of what was happening.
Yeah, this. Yeah, she wanted the windows open.
I would say those.
So again, since she announced him being vice president, they're roasting. Well, there's people on both sides. They're roasting him, and so you just go. Twitter's on fire right now. Ben Stiller wishes he was black, while urging people to vote for Kamala Harris during this Comics for Kamala. He wishes he was black. You know something? You know the party that right here, the party that you're supporting, this party here, the reason they didn't pick the person they wanted, which was Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania, the reason that they didn't pick him is because he was a Jew. And your party is an anti-Semitic, Jew-hating party. And they didn't want to lose the votes from the far left. But here you are. Here you are. I can't wait to hear this. Here you are telling everybody about how you should be voting for Harris. Fuck the Jews.
Get out and vote and donate. And she's also a historic candidate. It's going to be the first woman president. And that.
Who cares? Who cares if she has a vagina? Who cares if she's black? Who cares if she's Asian or Indian? Who cares? All I care is, can she do the job? Can she do the job? Is there any possibility that this lady knows anything about how to run a country, a company, anything? But, it's historic. We're going to have a black woman president. Woo! Whoops. Let's try that again. Here we go.
That's incredibly exciting. And, she's Indian, she's black, she's everything. You can be more than one thing. It's incredible.
It's incredible.
Jewish and Irish. I wish I was black. Every white Jewish guy wishes he was black.
What? What? Every Jewish guy wishes he was black. Yeah. So you wouldn't get beat up by black people.
It's just get out there and vote and donate and take advantage. This is such an important time right now, and this wave of energy that's happening, we got to keep going with it. So please, do everything you can. Get out and vote and donate.
Yeah, get out there and vote, ladies and gentlemen. Get out there and donate to this nonsense, and let's take the America that we know and love and make it a socialist country. Let's do that. Oh my God. So anyhow, all right, so I can play audio from the Brave browser, which is nice, and all my buttons work. That's good, and the camera works. Oh, here's the other thing I can do with the camera. Because, and again, I have two cameras here. So I have this one and this other one that I got that I don't like. I don't like the coloring of it. It washes me out. If you turn on the lights, I have white face. I'm pale faced. Pale face. So I can go from camera 1 to camera 2, which I like much better. It's something to do. All right. I'm gonna bug out of here, but thanks for showing up and hanging out here and letting me test this and giving me feedback. I appreciate that. We will be back Thursday night with some scenes, some talk. I want to figure out how to get the audience involved where we can use Discord as a call-in. That's my next move, where people can pop in if they want to talk, and then I can drag them into a room where they can talk to us, and then we go out over the air, or we can allow it into the live stream. So that'd be kind of cool. All right, everybody, I'm going to head on out. Have yourself a nice day, and I'll talk to you Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern.